get the stream going. Alright then. Get the stream on the road. Now we're gonna... Let's get this thing broadcasting. Right then. Right. So here we are. Sessions loaded in. So we have a C40-8W. So now I flash up here. We've got C40-8W in YN3B. We've got another C40-8W in YN2. Standard cab C40-8 YN3. And finally trailing is an ES44AH, a Jiva. And then we have this massive train here, 4 locos, got all this. Stretches all the way back here. And finally at the back we have an end of train device. Now let's get back to the front. So all these cars. So let's see, I'm just going to quickly set some stuff up. So I'm going to go ahead and use the instant load command, load all. Because, you know, it would take ages to load this in Surveyor, you know, when you're actually making this session and placing them all down. So good thing we have a command that will instantly load every train car with random products. Now I'm just going to quickly set a few junctions. So down here. Down here I'm going to go quickly set a junction. It's like the only junction you have to turn. And then I'm gonna hide junction overlays, then I'm gonna go in cab. So if anyone's currently watching the stream, well, welcome to the stream. If you noticed, I'd announced this stream 20 minutes before. So I'm currently streaming now. So I'm gonna set everything up. So we're in 7356. I think I should have changed my resolution before I did this. I'm going to release the brake. And then we're going to... So yeah, this is a C40-8W. So wide cab C40-8. And if you can tell, this one's an ex-Conrail, so this one used to belong to Conrail because it has the headlight above the cab and red marker lights, which is a thing that Conrail was special for, red marker lights on their engines. Then the trailing one here, 7772, this one was always owned by CSX because it has the headlight on the nose. And it doesn't have marker lights. Anyway, Conrail. Let's actually start driving this. One thing with the horns, like Conrail had RS3Ls, Leslie's, while Liam CSX chose Nathan's K5H. Let's just throttle her up now. Uh-oh. I think someone might bust into my room. No. I'm in the middle of streaming, alright? Someone just knocked on my door then. 'Cause, you know, I had to stick a sign up outside my door saying I'm streaming and not to enter. Taking a notch 5. So our speed limit's 25. So in fact, if you're wondering where I got all these locomotives here, they're all off of jointedrail.com. So all of these locomotives here, so this, come on, look, this, and this, these are payware, so you know, you buy these off of Jointed Rail, and then all of the freight cars also from Jointed Rail, these are freeware, so you know, you can just download these if you have a Jointed Rail account. You know, you should check them out. Jointed Rail do make some high quality content for this game, for trains, with a Z, Railroad Simulator. So all of this stuff's Jointed Rail right here. So we've got a manifest going here, a really large one. CSX manifest. I wonder if CSX had run trains this large in real life. So, you know, this is a game, you can just make whatever contest you want. Let me get back to cam. So we're approaching the speed limit, so I'm going to ease off the throttle a little bit. I'm coming up to a grade crossing. I'm just going to go sound of a thing. Coming up to a set of diamonds, double diamond crossing. Coming up to a set of diamond crossings down here. Yep, double diamond. In fact, let's just get a scenic going here. Looks like something out of a rail cam right here. More level crossings. But let's just a lot of grade crossings on here. Also, if you're wondering about this pairware right here, the X-Conrail C40-8W, well, the thing with Jointed Rail is they're well worth the money if you want to buy them. You've got loads of different scripted features, such as you can open the doors, front cab door, you've got, you can open the door, you can turn on the marker lights, so front, rear both off. Then you've even got the windows. Then, also on locos like these ones, this one also has its own special, again, high quality cab interior. Plus animated wipers, but these wipers are not just in the cab. These wipers aren't just in the cab. They're even going on outside the locomotive as well. Another scripted feature there. Animated wipers. If you look close, you can see the wipers are going there. Of course, it's not raining now, so I'm going to switch the wiper off before I end up smearing the windshield. And also, our speed limit's gone up to 30. Oh, now it goes down to 25 again. Let's just watch the entire train just go by. Probably going to take a while. Just going to quickly go check the chat. Let's see, I've got one person watching my stream. So, whoever's watching your stream, please identify yourself in the chat. Thank you. Really helps a lot. If you also subscribe to my channel, that'll give you a big thank you. Got a pretty large manifest here going. Almost every type of car. Flat cars, auto racks. Centre beams. Tanks. And of course we have loads of box cars in many different paint schemes. Hoppers. We even have a few. Oh, now our speed limit goes to 15. You know what this calls for with this speed drop? I like dynamic braking. Like when I play trains, like I never bother with the dynamic brakes. I never normally use the dynamic brakes. Like, the dynamic brake's even effective at slowing a train down. Because I've read some stuff about the roads, they normally use dynamic brakes if you want to slow down a bit. So here's what I'm doing now. I'm in power notch dynamic brakes, 8. Full dynamic brake. I think I've slowed down enough, so I'm gonna put it back into idle. Now just go back to normal, applying power. Well, I'm sorry whoever the heck's driving this car, you're going to have a long time, because you're going to have to wait for my entire train to pass. If you're wondering where I got the route from, though, this high quality route here, this is called the CSX Saginaw subdivision, I think it is. It's on the download station, though. The train's a download station. So you can grab it if you want, if you have a copy of Trains. So for Train Simulator 12, this route, so that's the version I use. Because, you know, most content creators upload stuff for TS12 now, you know. Like, the first version of Trains actually first purchased were 2009. Train Simulator 2009, World Builders Edition. There's also a diamond here. And we have sound effects as well. I have a feeling someone's gonna come in my room. It's too slow now. I'm gonna kick the throttle back up. This train's massive. You know what? I'm just gonna put a question down here, right? Who thinks that I should go ahead and do some speeding, right? Alright, go answering poll now. Should I crash this train? If you're wondering what those little glitches are, it's me moving the window that I'm using for this. Just really quickly. You know what? Screw it. I'm derailing this. Full throttle. See if I can go off a really sharp bend at speed. CSX. Moving tomorrow because it couldn't move today. No, I've got a better CSX joke. CSX. How tomorrow derails. So if you're wondering what railroads I'm a fan of, I'm an Amtrak fan, and I'm a fan of CSX. And I do have most of the payware I purchased was Amtrak and CSX. I do have a bit of Norfolk Southern as well. Mainly purchased those locomotives to use for my Rails of Highland Valley things, my Rails of Highland Valley setup. So you know, stuff like the SD60 and the Ace. As you can see, I'm going to be doing a little bit of speeding on purpose. Oh. flat. Let's see, we're at nearly like 40 miles an hour. In fact, let's just turn on another light. Let's just... If you're wondering what the red marker lights are actually for on the old Conrail engines, is that Conrail I wanted the red marker lights, so like if this locomotive was on the back of a train pushing it, so you know DPU, right at the back end of the train, you'd normally mark the rear end with red lights, so marker lights. So if this engine turned out to be on the back, then you'd have these marker lights on. But a lot of the time, most people when they're running these on CSX, they normally they forget the marker lights normally, and sometimes they leave them on when they're going forward. So as you were going at 41 mile an hour and a 20. Don't know if there's any sharps on this route anyway, some sharp bends I can possibly get a derailment from. Let's just turn marker lights back off. Let's go backwards. It's really fun doing these streams. It'd be good if you stick with me. Minute. Alright, got this thing running. In the middle of looking, I can look at your answers. Looking at my statistics. Alright, nobody's answered. I'm gonna go ahead and in fact, maybe it might accelerate a bit faster with the sanders. Come on, give me my sand. Let's put the sand in. We have more speed limits. In fact, I'm just going to quickly test my dynamic brakes. So I'm going to quickly shun in full dynamic brakes, see how it works. Come on, the amps should be somewhere in the negatives for braking. Let's put it in setup first, and actually should go through, let's see, D1. It shouldn't be accelerating, it should be decelerating. So I've always wondered how the dynamic brakes actually work to like slow down on hills and all that, say, in trains. And a thing I've read about dynamic brakes is that when you shove it in a dynamic brake, it actually uses these motors that power the wheels. It actually makes the motors into generators instead. To actually use, you know, the electricity generated off the traction motors that are now generators to dissipate it off in resistors as heat. I think that may slow it down because of the because of the resistance, because I've seen dynamic braking, it makes the motor a bit more hard to turn, so it's not free rolling. So I've just gone out of dynamic braking now. You can see it actually has worked to slow down the locomotive. The thing is, dynamic brakes, I said, it won't stop a train alone. Dynamic brakes become a bit more ineffective at slow speed. I'm not gonna bring up what's stop here. Let's continue accelerating. So full throttle, notch 8. Let's do this thing. Let's do this, Leroy! Yeah! Just gonna look at the other end. Starting to actually get bored of this, and I'm probably going to be running out of time. See, because it's Mother's Day, my family want to go out and all that, so I'm probably going to have to end this stream a little bit earlier. Might resume it if I get back home, maybe. In fact, I'm going to bring it to a stop here. Let's just go emergency brakes. Then just put that in neutral. I'm going to turn up another brake. Let's actually do a real scenario. So I'm just gonna exit this to go on one of my favourite routes, which I played the most in the game. Built Northeast Corridor route. You can see I have 54 sessions made, you know, different stuff. How about we do the Silver Meteor? In fact, no. Long Silver Star. This is just a session I made using the E60. I like HHP8s and E60s and train simulators. So I've been streaming for half an hour now. Like, look at my viewers, they're so poor. Here we are, Silver Star, as it appeared in like the 1980s or maybe early 90s. We've got baggage car, all phase 3, we've got Heritage Fleet. There's all these coaches here. We've got dome lounges, we've got coaches. Then of course another baggage car and those box cars, express material handling box cars on the front. They also made a pretty decent custom horn sound for this. Let me just put pantograph up. Got steel bell. It's one pretty good recording I found though. The PO1235. So here we're driving number 610. Just gonna go and check. I have to change a few switches on this route, you see. Normally I have to change this one, then further up the line there's another set of crossovers I need to make sure are set correctly. This one. Of course, the cab isn't accurate because nobody made a cab. Oops. Just want to go hide my junction overlays. We have sleeper, dining car, dome lounge. If you're wondering about all these rolling stock here, they're all reskins. So most of this Heritage Fleet stuff, that's all reskins. So the top speed of these E60s on this map is 90 miles an hour because they weren't allowed to do the full 120 because of the fact that these E60s did have a thing with derailling at high speed, which weren't stable enough. You see, because these were modified freight locomotives. You see, so these things weren't up for high speed service, but Amtrak did use them for a pretty long while. Survived up until the early 2000s, where they were replaced by the HHP8, which in turn got retired in 2014 and replaced by the ACS64, which Amtrak use today. I feel my stream's probably going to get interrupted anytime soon. Gonna check if anyone's even sticking with me on this stream. See, we're currently violating the speed limit. Let's see, this is close enough. Around 47. And it goes up to 70. Then it's 70 now, so I can. This thing's engine spec makes it so it can't go over 90, even if you full throttle it. So it will have passed into the full speed zone by the time this thing accelerates. You see, pretty heavy locomotive. You see, right here 120. So that's most of the northeast corridor on this section is 120. It's a shame Amtrak retired a lot of the heritage fleet. Like, for example, the heritage coaches were replaced by the Amfleet on the long distance ones, and then also replaced with the superliners, of course, the bi-level superliners in the 1980s and 90s. No. What? No, please don't screw up my stream now. See, I've got pantographs and these. We also have these. And also, when I reskinned these heritage fleet ones, so the Dome Lounge, the coaches and the sleepers, that they're my reskins. You can see I also installed a set of marker lights in them, because of course all of Amtrak's coach fleet had markers on them. As you can see, we're going to be approaching 90 pretty soon, and it's probably going to stay that way until we get up to Wilmington, which is the next stop on the Silver Star's timetable. Southbound Silver Star. No. No, shut it. It's probably copyrighted music. Yes. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry, but my mum demands that I shut off the stream because I have to go and see some other people, of course. So hopefully I can. In fact, I'm just gonna do something. Right, I'm gonna save this. Save my session. Just save it as that. Then I can save that session. Then I'm gonna quit out my game. So that's that. So thank you for watching the stream this far. We're gonna continue this stream in like part 2. So goodbye for now.